Hi, y'all. I was hoping I wouldn't have to be discussing this again. It's been a few years since we've even talked about this, but it's about our house. We've been going back and forth with the bank. I won't name the bank, but for the last 3 years. And I think the last time we had a conversation, it was probably about a year and a half ago. So we have been trying to get a modification for the house and went back and forth with paperwork and had people helping us and finally had to get administrators here in our city to kind of shake the tree a bit. So what it boils down to right now with these 3 years is that we are still in foreclosure and we are not eligible for the modification. So we requested a reinstatement of the loan, but first we have to pay back the foreclosure, which includes the obviously their attorney's fees. So we're back to square one. When we first did our campaign, what we ended up doing, because the bank wouldn't take the money we had raised, we ended up paying off some debt. So we have less debt than we started out with, but granted, with between the house and some other things, there's still debt. So right now, my concentration is on the house. So I've cried, I've screamed, I've gotten mad, and I talked to a few people. And on the legal side of things, there's things we can do. But my focus is on saving the house because we want to stay here. And one of my friends who, he's funny and everything, but he heard my frustration and he told me, Trina, you are not the first person that has gone through this. So do some research and find out how other people got out of the same situation. And see, we're prideful people. So I'm not going to just say, hey, got a few, whatever the amount, dollars to, help us get out of this rut. I'm one of these people that I would work hard to get it done. So I looked up some things and I remember this article and actually this news story about a woman who got her house out of foreclosure selling cakes. And a lot of people criticized her, but I thought that was pretty cool. That she came up with something that she was able to do and get herself out of a situation and basically do it, business to business. Having people support her, but in tune, helping her increase her business, which I thought was very, very, it was inspiring and it was also kind of innovative. So, I know you had saw a while back I was trying to do the campaign for my So Much More from Scratch Part 2. I put that on hold because we got a lot of projects that came up in the midst of that. We didn't raise the money for that. And I felt like, you know what? Nothing to be frustrated about. You still got your first cookbook. So then I thought, there's got to be a way for me to use something that we already have that's not really expensive, but that people have an interest in. And then I said, what can I sacrifice? Gee, my So Much More from Scratch Book 1. People like the book. People have shared the book. People have bought the book. And there's some really cool recipes. Excuse the shaking. There's some really cool recipes in there. So, I know this sounds like a stretch, but I'm going to take a risk and I'm going to do this. So, my book, and you will see the link for it, So Much More from Scratch. I need to sell, and it sounds crazy, 3,125 books. Actually, I sold 2 books yesterday because I did a conference with some great, great women yesterday. The Authors by Authors conference, and I was one of the speakers. And that got me inspired to do this too. So between my friend in New York and those powerful women, I'm like, I got a tool that can work. So what I'm going to ask you to do, I'm going to put the link to the book. Actually, it's going to be a designated link so I can personally send you the book. What I'm going to do, every person that buys the book, I'm going to write a special note to you directly thanking you for helping us with this campaign. So, we have a new Save Our Home campaign, and it comes from the So Much More from Scratch cookbook. So, when you buy the book, I will send you a personal thank you in the book. And if you want to just give a donation, let me know. I'll have something there for you to just give a small donation. But with the exception of the printing, 100% of the sales of these books going forward, starting today, is going to be going towards our Save Our Home campaign until the house is taken care of. Literally, I need to do this like yesterday. I mean, I wish I'd have known. I wish I had known now. I wish I had known then what I know now. Because I would have taken care of this a long time ago. I didn't know that I was eligible for a reinstatement of the loan. I would have requested that a year and a half ago. And I wouldn't be doing this campaign. I would be concentrating on so many other projects that I'm working on. So on top of the projects I'm working on, gotta find the means to saving this house. So again, 3,123 books need to be sold. Because I sold my first 2 books at the start of this campaign. I appreciate all your help. Got any questions, shoot me an email. Let me know what you think. Think I'm crazy? Or whatever. Let me know. Thank you so much. Pray for us. Thanks.